How can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end. Welcome to Biomutant. Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Saboteur. Command Deadeye. Commando. Psyfreak. Saboteur. Sentinel. Sentinel chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past. drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the...
Seems more like you're being...
But what comes around goes...
in your nature.
Natural.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Bero ready. Smashing. Itchy trigger finger. Got what he deserved. What can't you take? Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. The Morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress, blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Crunch! One hand after the other. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Smock. Goodbye. Crushing it. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure... He presents himself as out of date. He asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. The potato... You found one. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The nono was sent... You handle... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. The tree started... Records tell of the ruinous devastation that his friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says it. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the Tribe War and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out of Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone. He's heard the stories about the... He's...
That's a spark of light!
What's there to like about...
Not as much as it...
Always make...
And you're...
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with... Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between... The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way.
Kutuvon ko kutuvon proye.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's a bridge. Just get over it. Wiped out. Breaking bones. They've restroyed this area, muddied up what used to be muck, as if it wasn't bad enough before the tribe war began. That's the Jagni tribe's fort. Their friendship can be a blessing or a curse. It's up to you. You're either a part of their solution to the tribe war, or part of the problem. Let's see.
Timbula, Gremlin,
Says they're wary of strangers.
but Alahia did it.
They'd...
Zata is de muito tloho. Kariesne zdace. Paro, ja put i novi.
He welcomes you to the Jagni.
Nalest stari dat.
The news of a cold...
Inatofo.
The wall...
Perfetta, vlada.
Sometimes one memory can make another.
Naoko iglis moi.
Says there is some darkness in the...
Na zena kas pripatne.
He'll give you a chance to change your mind before you leave and asks you to reconsider. Otherwise,
Patafo, ni bira.
their kin must... He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen.
Donzadne.
Even if...
Vlada.
Tell...
Você si iglis mo ankremo.
He re...
Tulo.
And...
Crashar a la fruit snap.
The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort.
Hulava ayas, nyalaver. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. Ah, that's better. You're looking sturdy. Time is lost on this place, but let's see. As time passes, memories echoes of a long-lost past like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your... learning to swim.
Tunaku.
He thinks you should really know.
Wanakanwaku. Wanaptapaku.
He says that wasn't too bad. At least you...
Wingi.
But you need practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something.
Kodotoku.
You promised you'd train with her before the sun...
Sadurutu.
The...
Sadurutu. Kala.
She'll see you at the village square.
Bendrine senema.
Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you... He's happy. He wonders what usefulness you've... He can work wonders with all... He believes being... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you.
Beri.
She wants you to grow up.
Bolakamunum rutna. Kensi.
You've all... They look determined. Better what...
A funky donkey ukadawa.
That...
Mutta savana. Maua. Letele. Oh.
He wants to know who you...
Maua. Letele. Oh.
Sanna jote.
She asks if you're hurt.
Aria roche nuimume aplitonumu puri kumbala muma.
Here's someone close to heart? He asked. He'll He's all.
Inta badam faurujudo. Why ad mustakabala no kondonash.
Puri kumbala muma.
Your Muma said
Can't see.
wants you to.
Can't see.
She says.
Gendrana mala.
Your Muma says you.
Yo no mas. Kialdo malik. Yo no mas saman barut.
Catchy.
Vaise no kasaman barut. Kana munta. Taifanana numa.
It's called an automaton.
Taifanana numa. Dropalo.
Your Muma.
Spend nampusa.
Rest and you'll find. Nothing could stop Lupa Lupin from setting the world on fire.
Can't see. Come on.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Andoro.
Your Muma.
Kanyala Nadoro.
Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on.
The tribe's caught a fluffy hog. Better watch out, it's no pet.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff Hulk's on the loose. They've You should hurry then. Look, an emergency box from the... Wow, bet that nut makes a tight fist.